Yeah, so I was talking about a young man that I was watching yesterday. I was listening to his testimony. He had an encounter whereby he went to he died, like he died and came back before his dad took him to, where he go to the hospital, and he was experiencing seizures and all that. But what he said, what he encountered was the fact that he literally he died. He knew he died because he said he just saw himself just went down, like he just fell, and he went down to hell, which are more or less like a Sheol, as the word of God said. Yeah, Sheol, where the rich man went on into. It was written unto us in the scripture. Everything is written unto us. And he said when he got to Sheol, because hell, hell is the last place, where there will be, garnishing of teeth. So he said he went to Sheol, and this Sheol he went to was humid, entirely humid. And he said you can really taste, you feel taste, which also made me to remember when the rich man was asking, Abraham to send Lazarus to deep, just water, and which made me to realize that it is not even just a physical water that they really need. It is the water of life. He started asking for a second chance, and in that place, all he was just seeing was all his sin that he committed, all the wrong that he did. He was just playing on his. He said he was just playing on his side. Then he began to realize the grace he had while he was on earth, that he never acknowledged the importance of even being on earth, because the earth is just a place for you to work it out. He said all those things were just playing in his memory, in his mind, and he was just passing through serious pain, you know. And he said he was there, you can literally see everyone that is there, but you cannot focus on what they are saying because you are passing through your own pain. You understand? So that was how it was. He said that was what he experienced. And later again, he said he now went to heaven. And he said the journey of going to heaven was far compared to going to hell. He said when he went to hell, it was just like a drop. Boom, he's just there. But he said on going to heaven, it was a long journey that he felt that it was a long journey. He said that when he go to heaven, all he said he saw the Lord seated on his throne, and the only thing in his mind is just, Lord, give me direction and let me just go and do it. It's all about just instruction and do obedience, nothing else. It's all about just you crave to serve him. When the Bible talked about and the elders in heaven, they bow down to the worship him. It is not a tired place whereby you say, oh, I'm tired of praying, oh, I'm tired of, he said, and there is, he said it's inside is like empty, okay, but the only thing to get in to feed that emptiness that is inside is just obedience and worshiping him, that you crave to worship him. It's a desire. It's like a food there. There is nothing like physical food that you will eat or anything because you are not hungry. But there is that emptiness that it looks like it's inside emptiness. But the only satisfaction to that emptiness is just to worship Him. So that brings me to we here on this earth, that when God puts in our hearts something to do, we grumble. What if we wake up one day in our grumbling, one find themselves in hell or Sheol? They will now be asking for a second chance. And many have not been given a second chance. Many has not been given a second chance. We are seeing many people coming back to life. We are seeing many people giving testimony, oh, I went to hell and all that. The experience which the young man talked about, that he was just all the sin that he committed, it was just playing on his mind. It was something which the Lord showed to me. He gave me a book. And when I opened the book, all my sins was just it was all written down. That is to let us know that there is nothing we do that God does not write down, our wrongs. Everything was just written in that small book. At the moment I just opened it, I just began to see all the sins. It will just like start playing on you. It's not like you are reading one line and read. No, once you just open that book, everything will just start playing on to you. All your sins, all your wrongs was just playing in my head. So which I testify what this young man said was truth. So, and I look at it, I just like, there is no point fighting any human being. If people are fighting you for your righteousness' sake, embrace it. Thank God. That is where the apostle said, oh, I thank God and I rejoice because I am being persecuted for my righteousness. You see, the apostles, they were craving for even persecution. In fact, if even persecute me because of my righteousness, oh, happy am I. Because I know God is taking this one on a good book for me, that I am standing. So we need at every time, we listen, we see people going to heaven and hell, coming back. We don't need to experience that. I don't need to experience that before I believe it. I learned from afar. God is being so merciful unto us. The rich man was written unto us. We have read it and we are seeing many people now. The rich man was not given an opportunity to come back. He was not given an opportunity. So it is not everyone that will be given an opportunity. Many people went there, they just passed out completely and they are buried and forgotten. They are forgotten. So now is the time for the body of Christ to go into themselves, go into their closet, reconcile with God. When you reconcile with God, the way you walk with man, the way you walk with your neighbor will show. Any man who says, "Oh, I've reconciled with God, I have good relationship with the Lord," and you are horrible to one another. No. Even Jesus, the Lord said that. He said, that you are not seeing. You say you have a good relationship with me, and your neighbor that you are seeing, you are horrible to them. That is a lie. He's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. So we need to come into, we need to tell ourselves the truth. And when we tell ourselves the truth, that is where God helps us. Where we have done wrong, we ask, Lord, give us strength for us to go back where we have done wrong and to do it right. And the devil keep on playing in the head of many people. Oh, don't go there. What would they think about you now? What would they now say about? Don't bother. Just ask God for mercy and God will forgive you. God will forgive you. when he said, go and reconcile with your neighbor? You understand? So reconciling with your neighbor, you trash it. Oh, I just minus it. You minus it. Oh God, I reconcile with you. Oh, my neighbor, oh, that one is just no. Yeah, that is so true. Because when we walk in the love of God, when we walk in the love of God, nothing can stop love. Except a man has put in his mind not to receive anything from you. But because God, it's all about God. When God has already seen your sincerity in your own heart, when He has seen your own sincerity in your own heart, and you coming to make peace with all men, then the Lord will take it up from you. He will take it up from you. Because that same person who has decided to shield himself or herself, not to receive you, not to accept your apology, or to receive anything from you, that person will definitely come and ask God for something. That is when God will now remind him or her of his behavior or her behavior towards the man that came to make peace with him. You understand? So God will wait for each and every one of us when we need Him, when we refuse to walk in love with one another. He's waiting for us. Okay, you will not forgive this person. Okay, I will come to you. It's just like the man that the king, asked to forget about all his owing him. He allowed him to, okay, I've forgiven you, go your way. And he, on his way, he saw someone who he is owing. Instead of him to do the same thing likewise, but he cast the man into prison. And it was told the king what this man did. He said, oh, okay, so since you can cast somebody into prison, remember me, I could have well casted you into prison. And then you will not even be able to even remember them who owe you. You understand? Yeah. Because the love of God go far beyond our own imagination. It was just like when I was just having my bath, I was just thinking, I said, supposing this thing that has come to happen now is going to be like gradually to end the whole world, whereby they would start saying, because now TTC are no longer using their token. So supposing now, people who have token now, perhaps have stocking token and they don't give token to anybody. Now their token now become useless in their hand. Trying to give out their token, they will not see who they will give their token. Because I remember Pastor Renzo was asking me if he will give me token and if I have need of token, or if he can convert the token to receive money, So he said that they could not accept his token. Now he's trying to give out your token. I said, supposing now this thing we're going through now is gradually going to eliminate currency that everyone have, and they will now make maybe one world currency. I said, supposing this thing is just going to end the life, or people will just remain like this to the end, and a time will come whereby you can no longer use your money. Your money become useless to your hand. People will be trying to give out money to charity. As present now that we're talking, you cannot even call charity to say, oh, you want to make donation, especially for clothes. You cannot go there. They will tell you no. They don't want to accept anything from you. I said, what if it now comes to money now? You will see so many people will be willing to give out their money or their savings. They are looking for a way to dispose it. Why? Because death is approaching money. And people will now want to try to work in charity to say, oh, how God can, perhaps maybe bribe God by doing good or trying to do good. And people try to bribe God by doing charity, thinking that that is the way that God will have mercy on them. And trying to give out money, and maybe some of the non-profit organizations that they will call, some of them will say, oh, sorry, we're not receiving any money or any donation from anybody. They now try to give into some church. Some church might collect, some church might not collect. And before the church will even collect, they will now start praying, oh God, please, let me just have, just even if it's just one church that will be able to accept this money from me. When they now finally get a church who will now accept the money from them, they will be so grateful to God that they have seen someone who accepts the money from them. And it goes in two ways. The faithful one will genuinely say, okay, let me just give this out. I have been given, so still giving them wouldn't be any problem. But the wicked one will only look for a means to bribe God. And when they finally give out all their belongings, at the end, they now said, oh, okay, what has happened is gone now, so everybody go back to your work now. You can now use your money. You understand? You will see the wicked who never thought to give you before. They will start calling on that church, they will start calling on that non-for-profit organization to say, oh, sorry, I cannot pay my rent, I cannot pay this, I have this, or this is happening, I need this money to go to the hospital, I need this one, and I made some donation. Could you please return the money back to me? Because in the first place, it was never their intention to give. They gave for a motive because of what has befallen them. They never gave because they have love, because they felt, oh, let me just give because these people might have a need of it, or I don't actually have a need of it. So the faithful one will just like, well, I've already given to God, I've already given to God. Supposing actually this world actually has ended now. Yeah, I wouldn't have any need of this money. So anyway, life goes on. I just continue to make up, to get more money and all that to run my business. What if it's even accident that even happened and I lost all this? Who will I call to ask these things back? So now we thank God that there is life. So there is hope to walk back whatsoever thing that we may have lost. But the wicked will now start suing. Oh, I gave these people this money. And these are the things that we see in the church. They will now start suing. You see so many people taking many churches to court. A church where God is a judge, take them to the court of the godless. Do you understand? The court of, because the godless have a court. So to make peace, they have to set up a physical court for them. And a lawyer, and the judge will now decide based on what those lawyers, will come. And God has already set up his own, which the believers ought to understand that the lawyers are more or less like the pastors, in church. You go and get a pastor who is going to go through, you tell him or her all the truth and what has happened. You understand? The other person will not tell his own lawyer. You understand? So everybody will come before God. Who is the judge? Who will judge the matter? You understand? So, but the church have not yet understand the things which are of the spirit and how they ought to be administered. So with that, they go into chaos, they go into the world, one leg forward, one leg backward. You know, today they are in the body of Christ, the next day they are in the body of Satan, just here and there, which is not supposed to be. So yes, do you have any more questions?